You finally did it. You built a six-figure emergency fund, $120,000 sitting safe, ready for the next slow month. Then your January tax form arrives, and there is a number on it you did not expect. Almost $1,500 of interest income you now owe tax on. That is the part nobody warns freelancers about. When your safety net gets big, it starts generating taxable income all on its own. Today, I show you how to build and hold a six-figure emergency fund the smart way. The way that keeps it safe, keeps it reachable, and quietly shrinks the tax bill that comes with it. Welcome to the Freelancers Wealth Blueprint. This is where we turn freelance income into long-term wealth. If you are a freelancer trying to build real financial security, hit that subscribe button. This channel is built for people exactly like you. Let us get into it. First, why freelancers need a fund this big in the first place? A salaried employee can usually get by on 3 months of expenses. Your income is steadier, your job is steadier. But you do not have that. Your income swings. A client disappears, a platform changes its rules, a slow season drags on longer than expected. So the rule of thumb for freelancers is 6 to 12 months of expenses, not 3. For a lot of people, once you add rent, health insurance, and quarterly taxes, that target lands right around 6 figures. The problem is, the bigger that pile gets, the more taxable interest it throws off every year. So where you hold the money actually matters. Picture 3 homes for your cash. A high-yield savings account pays around 4% and gives you instant access. But every dollar of interest is fully taxable, federal and state. Treasury bills and money market funds pay about the same. Take a few days to reach, and Treasury interest is exempt from state and local tax. Municipal bonds pay a bit less and are less liquid, but their interest is free from federal tax, and often free from your home state's tax too. Same job, 3 very different tax bills. Here is why that tax drag matters once the fund is large. Say you keep $100,000 in a plain taxable savings account earning 4%. That is $4,000 of interest in a year. If you are in the 24% federal bracket, that is $960 to the federal government. Add a 5% state tax, and that is another $200. So out of $4,000 of interest, you actually keep just $2,840. Nearly 30% of your safety net's growth evaporates before you ever touch it. Now let us talk about the tier that quietly fixes most of this. Municipal bonds. When a city or state borrows money to build a school or a road, the interest they pay you is exempt from federal income tax. If you buy bonds from your own state, the interest is often free from state tax as well. They pay a lower headline yield than a savings account, but you are comparing the wrong numbers. You have to compare what you keep after tax. Let me show you the math that surprises people. Imagine a taxable savings account paying 4% and a municipal bond fund paying 3%. In the 24% federal bracket, that 4% taxable yield drops to about 3.04% after federal tax. The 3% muni stays at a full 3% because there is no federal tax on it. Suddenly, the lower-yielding bond keeps almost exactly the same amount in your pocket, with less tax paperwork and less drag. The higher your bracket, the more the muni wins. There is one more tier most freelancers completely overlook: your Roth account. You can withdraw the contributions you have put into a Roth IRA at any time for any reason, with 0 tax and 0 penalty. Not the earnings, just the contributions you originally put in. For 2026, you can contribute $7,500, or $8,600 if you are 50 or older. That makes your Roth a powerful deep backup tier. The money grows tax-free for retirement if you never need it, but it is sitting there as an emergency backstop if a true disaster hits. So let us put it all together into a structure. Think of your emergency fund as 3 layers, sorted by how fast you need the money. Tier 1 is instant access. Keep about 1 month of expenses in a high-yield savings account. Yes, it is taxable, but you need cash you can grab today. Tier 2 is the days layer. Hold 4 to 5 months in a treasury bill ladder and some municipal bonds. Low tax, slightly slower to reach. Tier 3 is your backstop. Your Roth contributions, tax-free to withdraw, suppish, only touched in a real emergency. Most of your money lives in the low-tax middle layer, not the fully taxable top. Now, how do you actually build this without it feeling impossible? You automate it. Set up an automatic transfer the day after your invoices typically clear. Even $300 a week is $15,600 a year before any interest. Start by filling Tier 1 to 1 month of expenses. Then route new savings into the Treasury and Muni layer. Let the structure build itself in the background while you focus on earning. Boring and automatic beats heroic and inconsistent every single time. A quick word on access, because safety is the whole point. Do not chase the last fraction of a percent and lock your entire fund somewhere you cannot reach. A Treasury bill ladder solves this elegantly. You buy bills that mature on a rolling schedule, so a slice of your money frees up every few weeks. You get the better tax treatment and you always have cash coming available soon. Keep Tier 1 liquid, keep Tier 2 laddered, and you are never truly stuck. Do not forget the state tax angle, because it can swing the whole decision. If you live in a high-tax state, Treasury interest skipping your state tax is a real edge. And an in-state municipal bond that dodges both federal and state tax is even better. If you live in a state with no income tax at all, that muni advantage shrinks, and a simple Treasury or savings mix may serve you fine. Run your own bracket and your own state before you copy anyone's plan, including mine. Let me leave you with the big picture. A six-figure emergency fund is one of the most powerful things a freelancer can own. It is the difference between turning down bad clients and being forced to take them. But the bigger it grows, the more it quietly generates taxable income. So where you hold it is not a small detail. Layer it. Lean on treasuries and munis in the middle. Use your Roth as the deep backstop. Do that and your safety net protects your peace of mind without quietly inflating your tax bill. If this helped, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute tax advice. Consult a qualified tax professional for guidance specific to your situation.